Welcome to American Whiskey Experience.
American Whiskey Experience.
Welcome back, too.
Yeah.
If you're following. Hopefully you're following along. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, like, follow, subscribe, all that fun stuff. What do we got?
We are drinking whiskey today.
We are.
And that's what we do.
So this is
What do we got?
This is Heaven's Door Double Barrel Whiskey, which is a company that is affiliated with Bob Dylan, musician.
Bob Dylan. Sorry, I gotta stop you real quick.
Okay, all right.
Got a good story about Bob Dylan. So, Bob Dylan, back in 1960 or 61, he was going to the University of Minnesota.
Yep.
Some might know that. I have a cousin that's a cousin that's related to a cousin, and he's got a friend or a cousin.
So you're basically related to Bob Dylan.
So I might be.
You might be, yeah.
So what happened was this cousin of a cousin of a cousin was walking the quad at the University of Minnesota. That's where Bob went. If you're a Bob fan, I call him Bobby.
You're close.
So yeah, we are close. So he was humming playing with his guitar, humming some tunes, and he was humming a song that we all know, like a Rolling Stone.
Okay, all right.
But what you don't know, and not everyone knows this, and you might not even be able to look it up.
Serious trivia.
Serious. So my cousin of a cousin of a cousin stopped and started talking to him. He's like, "Hey, that sounds really good." But what you don't know is when Bob was doing that song, it was actually like a rolling wheel.
Oh.
Right.
Right.
Doesn't make it like a rolling wheel. Imagine singing that song, like a rolling wheel. No, so my cousin of a cousin of a cousin of a friend said, "Hey, you know what? That sounds good, but should be like a Rolling Stone."
Ah.
And that's what Bob did.
So more or less, you wrote the song.
I personally didn't, but I had
More or less.
a family member. The genes of us had something to do with it.
There you go.
So again, not to jump away from this, but that's a true story.
Yeah.
You could ask Bob about it. He might remember. This was way back in the '60s, so he doesn't remember much. But yeah, so that song really started off as like a rolling wheel, and then my family said, "No, Bobby,
go with Stone.
Go Stone."
Huh?
So there you go. That's my story. Sorry, let's go back to it. So what are we drinking? What's it made of? What's the blend? What do you know?
So this is a double barrel whiskey, which is finished a second time in new toasted oak, hand toasted oak.
Okay.
There is a collaboration between Bob Dylan, which is the name of the company is Heaven's Door Spirits.
Okay.
And the Spirit Investment Partnership is the partnership with him that created the whiskey.
Gotcha.
So it is a source whiskey, obviously.
Yeah.
It is 100 proof.
Unknown too where it's sourced, really, right?
Correct.
I don't think we found anything online.
No age statement on it, so we don't know how old it is.
Yep.
And the mash bill is undisclosed, but it's a blend of 3 different whiskeys that are hand blended together for flavor, and then finished again in a year in the new hand toasted oak.
Cool.
So something a little different.
Yeah, and we're 100 proof.
100 proof.
So that's a good proof.
MSRP on this was like 50-ish.
Yeah, I think I paid somewhere between $47 to $55, something in that range.
All right.
Local here in somewhere in West Haven, the Milford area in Connecticut.
Okay.
Yeah, so and there's Bob wrote a little thing right here. It says we wanted to create a collection of American whiskeys that, in their own way, tell a story, and that's what good old Bob did, right? He told stories.
From what I understand, there's 2 other products that they make.
He has a couple now.
The Tennessee whiskey. I can't remember what the other one is, but obviously the novelty of being attached to Bob Dylan is kind of
I thought that's I think that's the reason why I picked it up. The bottle's pretty cool too. The graphics are pretty cool.
Yeah, that is pretty neat.
And I decided to give it a shot. This is my first time ever having their product.
I did have a Tennessee whiskey. I don't remember what I thought of it.
Really?
It's kind of got a little orangey copper. There's a little bit of orange hue to it.
Yeah, there is.
But not too light.
No, like burnt orange.
Yeah.
I would say. It's holding the glass pretty well.
Not bad. Not bad. No. I'm getting some sweet oak.
Yeah, I'm getting sweet and I'm getting citrus.
I get a little cinnamon as well. Not a lot, just a little bit.
I'm not getting a cinnamon yet. Like a dry cinnamon.
Yeah.
Cinnamon stick or something like that.
Yeah, definitely dry cinnamon.
I can see that.
And I can see the orange as well, like orange.
I get a lot of the orange rind and the burnt orange zest, like if you flamed it.
And the sweetness it could be a little bit of vanilla and a little bit of sweet oak.
Yeah. You're getting a lot on this, huh?
Yeah, I was actually surprised, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was gonna. There's definitely some sweetness there.
I get almost like I do get a vanilla. I almost get like a nice floral, but not like a dry floral scent.
Like potpourri kind of.
Yeah, something similar to that, but not as potent or pungent.
Okay.
It's actually nice. It's got a
Okay,
nice
not bad.
nose
What's the
on there.
nose?
Yeah.
Let's taste it.
Yeah, taste it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, everyone. I get the dry oak immediately.
Oak forward for sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oak forward. A little bit of I think oak forward with that cinnamon to me is still in that palate. From the nose, it's kind of carrying over. The sweet there is softened up a little bit for me. I still get kind of a little bit like orange creamsicle. Like there's a sweet orange and butteriness to it.
Yeah.
Mid palate.
Yeah, there is a sweetness there, but it's not like it's not a sugar sweetness or.
No, it's.
It might be even maybe like caramel cream or something like that.
Yeah, some creaminess to it.
Yeah, there is.
I'm actually pleasantly surprised with the palate. I didn't know at 100 proof. I didn't know if I was going to get a little bit more depth out of it than I am.
I do get a lot of that front oak
Front
dry,
oak,
yeah. And even at the end, the finish.
Finish, yeah. No, the finish I definitely get a little bit of pepper.
Yeah.
A little bit of oak.
Very, very faint on the pepper, but
Yeah,
I see what you're
but,
saying.
but there's a little bit there.
There's some kind of spice there, like a pepper
Almost
spice.
like leftover cinnamon.
Yeah.
Like that dry cinnamon, like after you get a little bit left over, like that residual.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad.
No, and we had the bottle open for I don't know, maybe a month or less. So I think it helped a little bit.
Yeah.
It does taste different than the first time.
Does it?
Yeah. There's actually more flavor on the nose and the palate.
Interesting. I'm actually pleasantly surprised. Sometimes some of those celebrity type whiskeys.
Yeah, you don't know what you're gonna get, right?
You don't know what you're gonna get. They stamp their name on them, and a
Yeah.
product is maybe not so great. But this isn't bad at all. I mean, for $50.
Yeah, for 50 or under, yeah, it's not bad. The 100 proof, it's a good proof. It doesn't drink like 100.
No. Like I said, the bottle's pretty cool, and the novelty of being, affiliated with Bob Dylan's kind of neat too.
Yeah, I'll get him to autograph it.
Right there you go.
Give him a call.
Your cousin.
Yeah, give that
Friend,
cousin a call.
neighbor?
His friend, the plumber.
The plumber. Not bad at all.
There's something else there.
Personally, I would probably see it on the shelf and not buy it because I tend to shy away from celebrity whiskeys.
Yeah.
I think the only one that I really like was a Wild Turkey Long Branch that's affiliated with Matthew McConaughey.
Okay.
It's got that mesquite smoke to it.
All right.
Right?
Yeah, no, this was actually surprising, better than I thought it would be. I didn't really have high hopes.
So did you think it changed very much from when you first opened it till now?
It did, yeah. Actually, it's better.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay.
Interesting.
Interesting.
I don't think I'd buy it again. I'd probably buy a different bottle from them to try.
You would
If they made something else like a higher proof, or maybe like a bottle finished in a port cask or something like that.
Yeah,
I would like to give it a shot.
I think I remember the Tennessee whiskey. It was a while ago, but I think I just didn't. I wasn't a fan.
It was probably under 90 proof, maybe. Or
it was probably in that range, maybe 90, but it didn't have a lot. It was very very one dimensional to me. I think. But this is pretty good.
This actually has. So for me, the nose is the best part of it for me.
Okay.
But don't get me wrong, it drinks very good and there's flavor to it. Like I could sit down and we could pour this all night and enjoy it.
Yeah, I think
I'm not going to complain about it.
No.
But the nose, I think, sticks out more than the palate and the finish. The palate and the finish are similar. I am, did pick up some things that are different, but the finish is where it just
falls off.
It falls off. Yeah,
it
doesn't last.
I would agree that the finish to me is probably the weakest link there.
Yeah.
But I think the palate's enjoyable. The nose is very pleasant. A lot of aromas coming out of there, and the palate was very enjoyable. But this at 100 proof, I could sip on this for a while and be content.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I said, if you're a Dylan fan,
It's a
give it
must,
shot.
right? It would be a
try
must.
it. And if you're a whiskey fan, honestly, I don't think it's a bad pour for the price point.
I don't think it's a bad pour for the price point. You should have it on your shelf just to give it a shot.
Cool looking bottle too.
It is, yeah. That definitely is. It's got some cool graphics on there. Cool bottle.
Cool.
Good story behind it.
Yeah.
Again, give it a shot. Let us know if you've had it or if you've had one of their other products. And
love to hear some feedback.
Just keep looking on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram for our updates.
Cheers, everybody.
Right. Cheers.
Thank you.